Hi guys, in today's tutorial I'd like to show you how you can build one of these tree farms, and you voted on it on the last video and you decided that you want to see the tree farm for design 2, but there were quite a lot of votes for the design 3 too. So today we'll start with this design, and then another day I will also make a tutorial for the third design because you wanted to see it. So I thought about it, and bad news now, I won't make a tutorial for this design here because I thought about it and I was able to improve it a lot, and this is then what I came up with. If we compare the redstone here, for example, and also over here, you can see that this is quite an improvement. We got way less redstone here, way less repeaters, so way less costs. And we can even crush more leaves. Let me quickly show you how this works. And by the way, this is much more beautiful than the first try on this concept. So if I turn this on just by activating the clock here and I grow a tree, you will see that we still have the triple piston extender, which pulls the logs out. And then we have these two walls moving in from the sides. To be exact, we'll start with this one, extend, and then retract. And also there are the redstone blocks, which then power the first piston here, included in this wall. And we have then this big wall moving to the middle, and then last this one. And these are split into separate walls. But that's something that I will explain when we build this thing. So I will get prepared now, and then we can start building this up. To build this, you will need the following materials: one dirt block, some building blocks, then glowstone or half slabs to wire redstone upwards. I use some sea lanterns for decoration. Then you need 5 non-movable blocks because of the 28 slime blocks. Then you need 17 hoppers, 1 dispenser, 3 droppers, 40 sticky pistons, 11 normal pistons, about 2 stacks of redstone, 2 redstone torches, half a stack of repeaters, 5 comparators, and 5 redstone blocks. We will start by building our tree detection system. Therefore we have our dirt block here, and our tree will grow in the middle, and we can detect this by just sending power from this redstone dust into a piston, which is right here. So when a tree is there, this piston will be extended because there is a redstone torch underneath here which lights the redstone, and when there's no tree, the redstone will be retracted. We want to retract the piston and as soon as we have a tree again, so we will place down a block underneath with redstone on top, like this, and then a repeater right here on the 4th delay, and this will create us 5 tick pulses, and we will need them later on for our leaf crusher, but we don't want to have these many pulses, so we will also add a comparator fade out right here. So you place down a comparator facing into this block, then 2 redstone behind, another comparator here, and this will keep the torch unlit as soon as the piston extended one time. Then we also want to have our dropper waiter, which will be right here. So I'll place down 2 droppers facing upwards and then a dispenser facing into the middle, and we can just power them by placing a block right here, a redstone dust on top. This will power the middle one here, so it powers all 3, and we can just place a repeater facing into it, and then here we can just create a comparator clock, which we can power by a redstone torch right here. And if you want to deactivate it while not using the farm, just put it into the normal mode again. And we also need to deactivate it when we had a tree, so we'll just extend redstone from here, and as soon as we have a tree now, it will stop the clock until the piston is ready to fire again, but until then we have the log from here taken out by the other pistons. Now we can already place in our hopper 4, therefore take a dropper and place it one above the repeater here, then connect 2 hoppers from this side and go one time around like this to this point because we need to leave these blocks open to drag the logs out, and then we can just fill in the gaps that we have here with some hoppers, and the player will stand on here, so he will get the saplings from this dropper. And I know that these three hoppers are blocked by the redstone, but it will turn off as soon as a tree grows. Now we can build the segments which will crush the leaves, and therefore go to the side here and start placing 3 slime blocks like this. Leave a gap of 1 and place another 3, so these are 2 segments. Then on this side do the same, just 3 slime blocks on top of each other, gap of 1 and another 3. And for the back side we'll start by placing 4 like this. And now it's maybe easier if I place down my decorative blocks here first, because now you can see that this is 1 segment, and if I place in these 4 blocks, you can see that this is not interfering with the first one, so I can just fill in these blocks, and it's sharing the middle block with this segment here on this side, but that doesn't matter. So we can fill in these blocks, and then we need another decorative block line here to fill in this. And we'll add an extra block here, so we crush the leaves if they grow on top. And this is then 4 segments in total. Then for this side here, it's quite the same. We'll start by placing down 3 like this. And then we need the redstone blocks here on this side, so we'll place them like this, and the sea lantern in the middle. Then 3 sea lanterns here and 1 there. And did I place 1 on top? No, I didn't. And then we fill in this space with a piston, and back here, just for decoration, we'll have another piston here, so we have 2 piston heads facing to the middle. This doesn't do anything, you can just put another block there if you want to. And on this side we have the sea lanterns again like this, and in between we'll put 2 pistons this time, just as normal. And then we need to place our pistons which push the blocks, and it was maybe a bit stupid to fill in the sea lanterns, but yeah, I will just knock them out and place a piston each time on the bottom and the top for these segments where we have 3 slime blocks, so just like this. And I'll do the same for the other side in a moment, but let me do this first, because over here we want to have 1 on these 2 positions, so like this. And then over here we want to have them right here, so next to each other. Same for this side, and on top we want to have them again on the left and right where the 3 slime blocks are. And I will fill in the rest now, and then we have the pistons already in place. To wire the 2 smaller walls up, we can just go down to where the hoppers are and place a non-movable block underneath the slime block, then add a little staircase which looks like this, and put redstone on top. Then you want to have a half slab or glowstone wiring upwards, which will also power this piston to crush the leaf in front. And you want to have it all the way up to here, and then place another block right there and wire this up. This block up there will then butt power the piston, which will be where the slime block is right now, and we activate the butt power by the glowstone redstone combination here. It's a bit complicated, but it works. And then we just need to place a block right here and have a repeater facing into it on the second delay, and put some redstone behind. And if we then place a button down here, we can already extend the 2 walls and retract them again. And on the other side I did exactly the same, just mirrored it. And one thing you need to add here is a block right next to this piston here with a redstone dust on top to power this piston. Remember, on this side we don't have this piston in this position, so we need it on that side. And now let's wire up the back wall here. Start by placing down the last 3 non-movable blocks, one right here, one here, and one here. And then we can wire this up by placing down 2 redstone like this. Then we want to have a block here with redstone on top and 2 ticks delay on a repeater, so this extends. Then take some glowstone and build another staircase with 5 blocks, so like this. Then place down a block here and lower it by 1 and let it point into this obsidian block. And of course we need redstone all around here on these blocks, so the redstone signal travels upwards. And then over here place another block there and add a repeater on here on the second delay and a block in the middle, so we power these 2 pistons with 2 ticks delay. And then just let the wire come around to this obsidian block. If you want to have it a bit more symmetrical, you can also just place it like this. Doesn't really matter, but that's that. And then take a bit more glowstone and place down a glowstone here and here, and let this wire up like this, and then add a repeater right here, which will then be on 2 ticks, and it goes into this block. And then we need to have another block here to butt power the piston again when it is extended, so place it like this, then glowstone here, and we can also wire it up to here, and that's it. That should work now. So if we take a button and activate it, the whole wall will extend and retract again. Now we want to connect this all to our tree detection system. Therefore we'll start on this side by placing down a block here, and then a repeater on the third delay. So this will activate the redstone next to the obsidian block. Then place down a glowstone here, so we can wire this downwards to here and just connect it to this wire like this. Then for the other 2 we'll go up a staircase right here, and then place some blocks pointing to the other obsidian block, and just put down 2 repeaters on the full delay, so we have 8 ticks here, 3 ticks there. That makes a difference of 5 ticks. And then we want to go to a block right here and power this redstone there as well. And guess what? The delay on the repeaters we need here are 5 ticks, so we have again 5 ticks difference. And if we test this now by just placing down a block here, you see that all the walls will move in and move out again. Now it's time to place in the triple piston extender. Therefore I already placed 2 blocks here, and we can place 4 more, so we can place our triple piston extender on, and then we can remove these 4 blocks again, and then we need 7 of these. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and just make them triple piston extenders. So you have 21 pistons placed over here, and then we can start the crazy wiring. Therefore we'll place a block next to the first piston here, and then 1 below, and zigzag that upwards, so just like this until you reach the top piston. And then you want to place in repeaters on full delay on each of these blocks. So on these blocks they will face into that direction, and on the other blocks they will face into the first block kind of. And then we need some glowstone behind here and redstone on top. Then we want to place another zigzag line, but 1 wire up right here on the second piston. And for this zigzag line we want to have repeaters on the second delay, so they will face into the block where the other repeater is on. And of course we need 1 down here as well. And then behind here we also place down glowstone blocks, so the power can travel upwards on these glowstone blocks to all the repeaters. And for the side here we just want to have another zigzag, so place a glowstone here and then just start zigzagging it upwards and place redstone on top. So just like this, and maybe I messed it up now. So just like this, and then we can connect it by just placing a block here and redstone on top, and now another block down here, so this one is connected too, and now all the redstone here is connected. I made a small mistake here. We don't need this block on the side here, we need the blocks like this in an L shape, and then another glowstone here, so we power these two pistons too. And then to power the whole contraption we need a block here next to the redstone, then a gap of 1, and then something like this, and then grab a repeater and place it down like this one on the third delay, and then one here on the fourth delay, and then we can place down our redstone here. And I already added this redstone here, so we can place down two comparators right here, so we make a little fade out, and if we now activate it, it should already grab the lock. Yep, but it doesn't pulse because we still miss some locks here, which you need to pre-fill into here. So it looks like this, and if we now place this, it should grab the lock to here, and now all we need to do is to push it over to the side, and therefore you can grab yourself some normal pistons and place them right here going upwards. To wire these pistons up, we'll go down to here again and grab the signal from right here. So add 3 repeaters on full delay, so in total 12 ticks, and then on the end of this line add 2 more blocks with 3 more blocks with 3 redstone on top, and then create something like this here, and we'll build a falling edge detector right here with this one on 3 ticks, this one on normal delay, and one right here. And we can put this into a block with redstone on top, which can then be wired up to right there, so like this. And for all the other pistons we can just create a line of blocks on top of here and take our glowstone and wire this up like this. So just a zigzag wire again, and then we can put the redstone on top, and this will power all the pistons in the right moment. If you have an issue with this wall or this block getting stolen by this wall, make a little change over here. Just remove these two again and put them one lower down. Also remove this block. Maybe I made a mistake here, so do it like this. So this one coming out from this block, and then wire it up this way. So this should work now. Let's test it. If we put down a lock here, this should get put down into this area, and all the blocks stay where they need to be. And then we just have a little thing to do for the oak trees, which is to place down 2 more sticky pistons on top of here, and then place 2 blocks in front and 1 somewhere on the side here or on top with a lever. This is your growth control for oak trees. If you extend it, you won't get the huge oak trees, and if you retract it, you will get normal like spruce trees and jungle trees in here. So that's it already for this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it and it was understandable. If I missed something, I will put it in the description, but I think that I covered all. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and leave me a like if you liked this tutorial, because it was a lot of work going into this. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.